Welcome back to BNB Spoilers channel. Today, we uncover a game-changing revelation that is set to shake Steffi Forrester's world to its very core. What happens when she learns the shocking truth about Finn and Luna Nozawa? Will she be able to accept Finn's new reality, or is this the beginning of the end for their marriage? Let's dive into the drama. A marriage in crisis. Can Steffi accept Finn's bond with Luna? Steffi Forrester has always been a force to be reckoned with, fiercely protective of her family and willing to do whatever it takes to keep them safe. But now, she faces a challenge unlike any other. Her husband, Finn, has a daughter he never knew about, and that daughter is none other than Luna Nozawa. This revelation is bound to send Steffi into an emotional tailspin. She has already tolerated so much when it comes to Finn's complicated past, from his twisted biological mother, Sheila Carter, to the countless threats that seem to follow him wherever he goes. But this time, the situation is even more personal. Finn and Luna always believed they were cousins, but with the truth out in the open, their dynamic is shifting into something entirely different. Now, Finn isn't just a distant relative, he's Luna's father. Steffi has spent years watching Finn struggle with his biological connections, trying to separate himself from the chaos of his past. And yet, trouble keeps finding its way back to him. First Sheila, and now Luna, a young woman who has already proven herself to be unpredictable, manipulative, and dangerous. The question is, can Steffi find it in herself to stand by Finn as he tries to build a relationship with his daughter? Or is this a breaking point in their marriage? Steffi's dilemma, to forgive or walk away? Steffi is nothing if not strong-willed. She has always been the kind of woman who knows exactly what she wants, and she isn't afraid to make difficult decisions when necessary. That's why this situation puts her in an impossible position. On one hand, she loves Finn. He has been her rock, her partner, the man who stood by her through thick and thin. But on the other hand, his past is now colliding with their present in a way that threatens to upend everything they have built together. Luna isn't just some long-lost daughter, she is someone who has actively caused harm, someone who once tormented Steffi in ways she will never forget. The painful memories will undoubtedly resurface. Steffi will remember the feeling of helplessness when Luna had her locked away, taunting her through the bars of that cage. She will remember the fear, the anger, the sense of betrayal. Can she truly move past all of that? For Finn, the answer is simple. He wants to try. He wasn't there for Luna when she needed him, and that guilt weighs on him. Now that he knows the truth, he is determined to make up for lost time. But will Steffi stand by his side, or will she see this as a betrayal of everything they've worked for? Finn's burden, a father's guilt and a husband's promise. Finn Finnegan has always been a man caught between two worlds, the life he has built with Steffi and the lingering ghosts of his past. When he first met Luna, he had no idea she was his daughter. To him, she was family, but not in the way that truly mattered. They had a connection, but it was nothing compared to what he feels now, knowing she is a part of him. Learning the truth has left him shaken. He can't help but wonder, if he had known, could he have changed the course of Luna's life? Could he have guided her away from the dark path she chose? Could he have saved her from making the mistakes that ultimately led to her downfall? The guilt is overwhelming, and he knows he has to make things right. But in doing so, he risks pushing Steffi away. Finn has spent so much of their marriage making compromises, stepping back to keep the peace, avoiding conflicts that could drive a wedge between them. But this time, he isn't sure he can do that. Luna is his daughter. And no matter what she has done, he can't turn his back on her. The real question is, will Steffi ever understand? Steffi's initial reaction, shock, anger, and fear. When Steffi finally learns the truth, the initial reaction will be pure shock. She never even considered the possibility that Finn and Poppy had a history. In her mind, Poppy was just another passing acquaintance, someone with no real connection to her life. But now, everything has changed. The betrayal stings. Not because Finn intentionally kept it from her, but because it's yet another reminder that she doesn't fully know the man she married. And then, there's the fear. Steffi already struggles with the fact that Finn is Sheila Carter's son. That alone has been a weight on their marriage, a lingering doubt that she has tried to ignore. Now, Luna, a woman who has proven herself capable of manipulation and cruelty, is also a part of his bloodline. Steffi will wonder, is this a pattern? Is Finn destined to be surrounded by criminals, by dangerous people who could one day put their family in harm's way? She has fought so hard to build a safe, loving home for their children. Can she really risk inviting more chaos into their lives? Can Steffi and Finn overcome this? The road ahead for Steffi and Finn is not going to be easy. Finn will push for reconciliation, not just between himself and Luna, but between Steffi and Luna as well. He will want his wife to understand that family is complicated, that people make mistakes, and that Luna is more than just her past crimes. But Steffi isn't so sure. At first, she will fight it. She will refuse to accept Luna, reject the idea of rebuilding bridges, and insist that Finn is choosing his newfound daughter over the family they have already built. But as time goes on, something may shift. Steffi may come to see that Finn needs this. That for once, he deserves to have a family bond that isn't tied to pain and violence. And if that's the case, will she choose to be the one standing in his way? Or will she decide that love is about sacrifice, and that sometimes, forgiveness is the only way forward? The bold and the beautiful spoilers, what happens next? With the truth finally out in the open, the drama is only beginning. Will Steffi learn to accept Luna, or will this revelation tear her and Finn apart? How will Luna react to learning that Finn is her father? Will she try to manipulate him, or will this be her chance at redemption? Will Finn and Steffi's marriage survive, or is this the final blow that sends them down separate paths? And most importantly, how will Poppy Nozawa fit into all of this? Will she fight to keep Finn in Luna's life, or will she make things even worse? One thing is for certain, the drama in The Bold and the Beautiful is only getting started. Next, we uncover one of the most perplexing storylines on The Bold and the Beautiful, the strange case of Luna Nozawa. How is she free after committing cold-blooded murder? Why is Bill Spencer protecting her? And most importantly, what is his real plan? Let's dive deep into this shocking turn of events. Luna Nozawa, a murderer living in luxury? It's not every day that someone gets away with double homicide and ends up lounging in a billionaire's mansion instead of rotting behind bars. But somehow, Luna Nozawa has pulled off the impossible. Rather than serving time in a maximum security prison for murdering two men and then framing her own mother, Poppy Nozawa, Luna is sitting comfortably on Bill Spencer's estate. Eating nachos, flipping through magazines, and acting like she doesn't have a care in the world. The whole situation leaves fans asking, how is this even happening? Sure, we know that she's technically under house arrest, her ankle monitor proves that, but how did she even qualify for such a cushy arrangement? There was no public hearing. No major trial. No bail hearing. Nothing. 1 minute, Luna was a convicted murderer. The next, she was sipping expensive wine in Bill Spencer's lavish home. Which brings us to the biggest question of all, why? Why would Bill Spencer risk everything for Luna? If there's one thing we know about Dollar Bill Spencer, it's that he always has an agenda. So why would a man like Bill, who values loyalty and family above all else, risk everything to protect a convicted murderer who isn't even his daughter? There are only a few possible explanations, and none of them seem to make sense, at least, not yet. For one, why would he trust Luna? This is a woman who has proven time and time again that she is willing to manipulate, lie, and even kill to get what she wants. Why would Bill invite her into his home, knowing full well that she is capable of deadly violence? And let's not forget the fact that Luna tried to scam Bill into believing she was his daughter before all of this went down. Is this Bill's twisted way of taking revenge? Is he keeping her close so he can punish her for the pain she caused him? Or is there something more sinister at play? Bill's relationship with Poppy, a forgotten love story? Another strange detail in all of this is Bill's complete lack of empathy for Poppy Nozawa, the woman he once claimed to love. Only a few months ago, Bill was ready to move heaven and earth for Poppy. He was drawn to her in a way that suggested real, deep feelings. And yet, when it was revealed that Luna had framed Poppy for the murders, Bill barely reacted. Wouldn't a man who supposedly loved Poppy fight tooth and nail to clear her name? Instead, it seems like Poppy has been all but forgotten, while Luna has somehow managed to worm her way into Bill's inner circle. This raises an unsettling possibility: does Bill see something of himself in Luna? Luna keeps drawing comparisons between their childhoods, insisting that they have the same kind of pain, the same struggles. But does Bill really believe that? Or is Luna just using his past as a way to manipulate him into feeling sorry for her? Is Bill planning his own brand of justice? There's another possibility that fans can't ignore: Bill Spencer may not actually be protecting Luna. What if he's simply waiting for the perfect moment to strike? We've seen Bill pull off elaborate schemes before. He's a master manipulator who plays the long game. What if he has no intention of keeping Luna safe? What if, instead, he's setting her up for an even bigger fall? Think about it, Bill is a man who doesn't take betrayal lightly. Luna tried to scam him by faking a DNA test. She killed 2 men in cold blood. She framed her own mother for the crime. Does that sound like someone Bill Spencer would actually protect? Or does it sound like someone Bill Spencer would take his revenge on? Is this the calm before the storm? At this moment, Luna may think she's safe. She may believe that she has Bill wrapped around her finger, that her manipulations have worked once again. But what if she's wrong? What if, at this very moment, Bill is setting the stage for a masterful takedown? We know that Bill isn't the type to let things slide. If he's keeping Luna close, it may not be out of love or pity. It may be because he wants to make her suffer in a way that prison never could. If that's the case, Luna may have just walked into her own worst nightmare. What happens next? Theories and predictions. With so many moving pieces in this bizarre storyline, the possibilities are endless. Will Bill reveal his true motives, showing Luna that she was never really in control? Is Poppy planning a dramatic return to clear her name and expose Luna once and for all? Could Luna actually manipulate Bill into genuinely caring for her, securing her place as his adopted daughter? Or will someone else, perhaps Steffi, Finn, or even Ridge, step in to stop Bill before he does something he can't take back? Whatever happens next, one thing is certain: this story is far from over. Luna may think she has escaped justice, but in Bill Spencer's world, justice always comes, one way or another. Next, we dive deep into Finn Finnegan's shocking dilemma. A man who once prided himself on honesty now finds himself entangled in a devastating secret. Will he betray his own morals to protect his marriage, or is this the beginning of a dark path for Steffi's perfect husband? Let's break it all down. A love on the brink, the perfect marriage facing its greatest test for years. Steffi Forrester believed she had found her happily ever after with Finn. After enduring heartbreak after heartbreak with Liam Spencer, who could never commit fully to one woman, Finn was a breath of fresh air. He wasn't just another waffler, he was the man who stood by her, protected her, and put her first in ways no other man ever had. With Finn, Steffi finally felt secure. There was no competition, no second-guessing where she stood in his heart. Unlike Liam, who spent years bouncing between Steffi and Hope, Finn was unshakable in his devotion. At least, that's what she thought. Now, their love faces a test like never before. A secret is brewing, one that could either shatter their bond or reveal just how far Finn is willing to go to keep his family together. Because for the first time in their relationship, Finn is faced with a choice that goes against everything he stands for. Will he tell the truth? Or will he become the very thing he hates most, a liar? The unthinkable secret, Finn's paternity bombshell. Finn has always been a man of integrity. He despises dishonesty, values trust, and expects complete transparency from the people he loves. So, when Hope Logan kissed him, he didn't hesitate for a second, he went straight to Steffi and told her the truth. But what happens when Finn is the one with something to hide? Because now, Finn has a secret so big, so life-changing, that it threatens to unravel everything he has built. The revelation that he fathered Luna Nozawa in a brief, reckless encounter with Poppy Nozawa when he was 18 has shaken him to his core. In an instant, his world has been turned upside down. The devoted husband, the dedicated father, the man who always did the right thing, he is now the one withholding the truth. Poppy's desperate plea, will Finn give in? Poppy Nozawa has wasted no time in trying to manipulate Finn into silence. She has begged him to keep their paternity drama a secret, insisting that revealing the truth will do nothing but destroy lives. She isn't just worried about Finn's marriage, she knows that if her sister, Lee Nozawa, finds out the truth, all hell will break loose. Lee and Poppy have had a rocky relationship for years, but they were just beginning to mend fences. One word of this scandal, and that fragile peace will be obliterated. But it's not just Lee that Poppy is worried about. She sees the turmoil in Finn's eyes, the fear that grips him as he imagines telling Steffi the truth. And she knows exactly what buttons to push. Are you really willing to throw your marriage away? She asks him. Steffi has been through so much already. Do you really think she'll just accept this? The weight of her words lingers. Because the truth is, Poppy might be right. Finn's moral crossroads, lie or lose everything? For a man who has always prided himself on honesty, the temptation to lie has never been stronger. Finn doesn't want to keep secrets from his wife. But he also doesn't want to be the reason she feels betrayed, abandoned, and blindsided. Especially not now. Shin's marriage anniversary is just around the corner. Valentine's Day is fast approaching. This is supposed to be a time of love and celebration, not heartbreak and devastation. How can he drop this bombshell now? Finn is torn. He can confess, knowing that it could irreparably damage his marriage and send Steffi spiraling. Or he can stay silent, hoping that the truth never comes out, hoping that he can somehow bury this mistake before it ruins everything. But how long can he live with the lie? The fallout, what happens if Steffi finds out? If Finn chooses to keep this a secret, it will eat away at him every single day. The guilt will gnaw at his conscience, making him question every moment of happiness with Steffi. Every anniversary dinner, every intimate conversation, every stolen glance, they will all be tainted by the knowledge of what he's hiding. And worse? Secrets like this never stay buried forever. If Steffi finds out on her own, if she realizes that Finn was lying to her this whole time, it could be the end of everything. She might understand if he had told her immediately. But if she finds out months down the line, if she realizes that he actively chose deception over honesty? There might be no coming back from that. A new side of Finn, the breaking of a perfect man for years, Finn has been the moral compass of the bold and the beautiful. He was the man who never wavered, the one who could always be trusted to do the right thing. But this situation is changing him. Viewers are seeing a different side of Finn, a man who is desperate, conflicted, and afraid. The question is, how far will he go to protect his family? Could this be the beginning of a downward spiral for Finn? Could he become the very thing he once despised? And if he does, can Steffi ever look at him the same way again? What happens next? Explosive drama on the horizon, the truth is out there. And whether Finn chooses to reveal it or not, the fallout is inevitable. Will Finn cave under the pressure and confess, or will he keep the secret to preserve his marriage? How will Steffi react if she finds out? Will she be able to forgive him, or will this betrayal be the breaking point? What will he do when she learns that Finn and Poppy had a past? Will she unleash her fury and destroy everything in her path? And most importantly, will Luna use this revelation to manipulate Finn even further? Could she weaponize her newfound status as his daughter to get what she wants? One thing is for certain, Finn's life will never be the same again. No matter which path he chooses, the consequences will be devastating. Stay tuned, B&B fans. The drama is reaching its boiling point, and when the truth comes out, the fallout will be explosive.